Do Filipinas use condoms? Should I shave? Should I shave my facial hair, chest, armpit, and the thing under my brief, back, and legs? My Filipina said she is a very jealous type of woman. Is that a warning? Should I leave her? What would a Filipina feel if I ask her to take STD, HIV, or AIDS test before I meet her? Is it true Filipinos do not like hairy men? Should I buy a condom and use it with my Filipina? Should I meet my Filipina's family as soon as possible? Is it alright to introduce sex toys to my Filipina? Gosh. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Filipina Des here, and in this video, I'm going to be blunt, straightforward, honest to all of you. Alright? So, um, I'm not going to give you a long introduction, but I just want to introduce to you these things that we are going to do today. Well, I'm going to answer more than 10 questions, and they are written on these papers. So I will randomly pick a question, and these questions could be something you will experience with a Filipina if you are currently in a relationship and you are going to meet her soon. And maybe some of these questions are questions in your head that you wanna, you wanna get answers, but you don't know who to whom are you going to ask this question. So, or maybe you are just too shy to ask a Filipina these questions. Right? I'm so excited to do this. So, by the way, this is gonna be your quickie video. I'm going to give you quickie answers, quick A answers. All right, let's have the first one. Oh my gosh. What would a Filipina feel if I asked her to take a STD HIV AIDS test before I meet her? I know it doesn't, yeah, look that way, so I'll just post a picture of this question. Guys, to be honest with you, most Filipinos will get offended and insulted on this one, especially if you don't tell her the reason. You have to discuss this with her and ask this properly because taking STD HIV AIDS test before meeting a foreign guy is not really common here in the Philippines. And knowing Filipinas, we have this nature of, well, we get offended easily and insulted, and yeah, she will definitely get insulted on this one. So you have to explain to her as well that you are going to take the test too. So she wouldn't feel that you are judging her, that this is just a one sided thing, activity. Make her feel comfortable as well. Take it. Take this. Take the test as well. You can take it there while you're in your country, or you can go with her when you are here in the Philippines. So, I know there's a long answer for this, but for now, this is going to be my answer. So, this is not a typical thing that you ask to a Filipina. Yeah, because she could actually kick you to the curb after the first date. But anyway, okay. Second question. I'll just turn on the electric fan later. All right. Should I meet my Filipinas family as soon as possible? There you go, guys. It's not a requirement to meet your Filipinas family on the day one or even after a week, all right? Yes, of course, this has a long explanation, but basically, you don't have to rush, right? So there's no rule or dating law that you should meet your Filipinas family after a day or two, right? Because you want to make sure first that your Filipina is real and honest and everything, right? So, yeah, you don't have to do it. You can do this after a few weeks or a few dates. Next one. What am I going to pick? I'll just wipe my. It's wet. I'm sweaty. These questions are spicy. Okay. Is this a bad thing? My Filipina warns me I should not look or talk to other Filipinos publicly, online, or never talk to her relatives. There you go. So, guys, I've mentioned this before. No, if you think that jealousy is a bad thing, then it's bad. Take it seriously. She doesn't want you to talk to anyone, even that Filipina you're talking to online publicly or a relative, even that Filipina is single or married or in a relationship, that means that your Filipina has some serious jealous type of issue. Like you're not doing anything wrong, but for her, because of her insecurities, so she get jealous. Even you just, look a little bit to someone at someone or a Filipina. This is a bad thing if you don't like a Filipina who is jealous or has some, yeah, jealousy issues, right? So how can you live with peace, if you're gonna look at someone, a Filipina, a woman on the street or the mall, you're not, thinking of anything bad, and then your Filipina misunderstand that. She thinks that you're, you know, being pervert in your mind, right? So you're not gonna be at peace on that type of relationship. All right. So let's have this one next. Oh, is it true Filipinos do not like hairy men? Oh my gosh. Okay, let me check first my battery on this wireless microphone. All right. Guys, the answer to this question, what I know, right? Most Filipinos do not like hairy guys. Yeah, maybe because I don't know. Actually, it could be because it's gross and thick hair, thick body hair. It's not really nice looking, no. And yeah, we will encounter a different question related to hair later. But yeah, as much as possible, you know, y- ask first. Of course, you are in LDR. That's your chance to ask that Filipina, what's your opinion about hairy guys? I heard that many Filipinos do not like hairy men. Should I shave? Maybe you never know. Maybe that Filipina wants you to just maintain your beard or mustache because that tickles, right? Some Filipinas want that. But hairy chest, like, you know, you're like Chewbacca. That's exaggerated there. But yeah, we cannot say most or all Filipinos, but many Filipinas do not like hairy guys. All right. So let's have the next question. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. There you go. I didn't look. Is it all right to introduce sex toys to my Filipina? Now, this is a hot, spicy topic. Let me take a breath first. It's getting hot in here. But I can take off my clothes. I cannot use the fan, guys, because um, there's a noise. There's some noise, and I don't want to, you know, edit a lot on this audio. All right. Is it all right? Guys, there's nothing wrong introducing things to your Filipina if you're gonna explain it properly. You have to explain it, discuss it with her. You have to answer why. If she's gonna ask you why do we have to use sex toys, I encourage you and I advise, do not mention this, the sex toys thing. You want to use it or want to introduce it to her on the first day, or maybe during the first month, just a few weeks. Do not introduce these things yet because you don't know her yet. Like, is she gonna be offended on this one? You can definitely introduce and mention this to her. Ask her, like, I have a question. Please don't get offended. Have you heard about sex toys? And if she doesn't know about, or maybe she pretends that she doesn't know about sex toys, then you can mention to her, oh, do you know about, dildo and like that? You have to know your Filipina first, guys, because you don't want to be a turn off. You don't want to turn her off. Like in LDR, you're gonna ask about these things, right? Before you meet her. Of course, there's nothing wrong asking you. We want to know the person, right? Even Filipinos want to know more about you. So sex toys thing are not really common in the Philippines because it's so embarrassing to discuss these things. Okay, just like discussing about, do you watch porn like that. So you don't ask this straight to the point. Give it some time, you know. Okay. Let's have okay. How can I tell my Filipina I don't want to rush our relationship? Guys, just be straightforward. During the LDR stage, talking stage, you have to tell her everything. What do you want in a relationship? Because there are Filipinos who are gonna rush you, rush in a way. This is just a warning. She could be a scammer. Why rush, right? So if you don't want to rush the relationship because you want to get to know more about her, you want to meet her family, but no rush, like getting married in a year. If that's not your plan, then stick to it. If you're if the Filipino you're talking to mentions that she wants to get married in a year or two, and that's kind of rush for you, then she's not the one for you, obviously. No? If that Filipina leaves that LDR or talking stage, then it only means that she is not for you. All right? Okay, let's go on to the next one. Whew, I'm kind of sweaty. Okay, this one. This happened to me before. Should I take this as a hint? If my Filipina touches an appliances at a mall, so uh, that means she wants me to buy it. Okay, so you guys, for example, you bring your Filipino with you at a mall, right? So you want to buy her a piece of whatever appliance, electric fan or television, and then she touches an appliances there, maybe a video okay machine, a refrigerator, an AC unit. So would that mean that's a quiet hint that you should buy that for her? Guys, no. Please don't do this to us. I've experienced this myself, If we touch something, it doesn't mean that that's a hint telling you, buy this for me today or next time. No, that feels a little bit offensive. Offensive in a way that you're thinking that we're just after those stuff. We just want to check it. That's all. So don't take that as a hint. Not because your Filipina touches this very nice dress at a mall department store, or she checks a phone, you know, like for example you went to a window shopping, right, and she touches something, a phone or an electronic device. It doesn't only always mean that she wants that, so don't take that as a hint, all right, because it's not nice. Yeah, okay, let's have another question here. I'm not looking. Is it a turn off to Filipinos if they learn I don't use a deodorant? Okay, there you go. Uh, okay, this is gonna be good. All right, this is a good question. It's not necessarily a turn off, but it's definitely a turn off if we smell you like you're sour and you smell like you didn't take a bath for 3 days. You don't have to tell us that you didn't take a bath or you don't take a bath every day. It you don't have to say that, right? Right. It's definitely a turn off, but it doesn't mean we dislike you we um if we learn that you don't use deodorant. But it's gonna be a turn off, not a good thing to see a guy who has yellowish armpit on his shirt, like yellowish stain on his shirt. You know what I mean? It only means that you're not taking care of yourself. You're not hygienic. We're not asking for a clean freak, okay, or germophobic person. Is that even right? Yeah, we're not asking, we're not wanting anyone who's so like clean freak, all right? But definitely it's a turn off if you smell bad, your breath stinks, right? If you have very yellowish teeth, if you don't take a bath and we really smell you. Yeah. If you have the guts, ask us. You can ask the question, do I smell? So it's up to you guys. Okay, next one. Let's have this one. Okay. This one, should I shave? Should you shave your facial hair, chest, and nothing under the brief, back, legs, and armpit? Uh, like what I've said earlier, guys, ask your Filipino online if she prefers someone who is shaved. Yeah, because there are Filipinas who doesn't want guys with hairy chest, right? So on this one, shave. Yeah, I know what you're thinking there. So better shave that, that thing under the brief, because after when you meet her, that's the only thing you're gonna do anyway, right? And we Filipinos, it's not fetish. There's just I don't know, a habit that we wanna bury our nose under your armpit, you know. I don't know why. Maybe because we wanna remember your smell. All right, I'm just checking my. Yeah, okay, I still have battery. Yeah, shave a little, especially the armpit. Uh, the thing about facial hair is, um, you know, maybe shave your facial hair on the day that you're going to meet her, because when the facial hair grows, it it's kind of what do you call it? Pointy, sharp, right? It hurts. It hurts our face. What if we always want to kiss you? The thing under your brief, yeah, please do. Back legs, not really. Your Filipino will say it, and you can also ask this to her. Do you want me to shave my chest? Do you want me to shave my legs, back, like that? Yeah, there you go. Next one. Okay, let's select this one. If my Filipina has a lot of love to her family, does it mean I'm not her priority? Guys, it depends, no? Because there is some kind of love which has boundaries and limitations. If we're talking about helping, your Filipina has been a very good daughter, helping her family. She is the breadwinner, even though there are siblings. If she has siblings who got work and source of income and they help the parents, okay, that's good, because it's not only her who is helping. That's a good, being a good daughter, giving love, giving love back to the parents, right? Especially the parents, right? But if your Filipina has this like no boundary love, no limitations in helping her family, the parents are lazy, they're not finding work, and your Filipina just help and help, and she has siblings who are jobless and lazy. Oh my gosh, and they have vices, and she just gives love to them, help to them, give money to them, buy groceries for them. She is teaching them to be lazy. That's not love. Pure Filipina only cares about her family. Definitely, you're not the priority. So, guys, there are a lot of mermaids in the sea. Okay? There are a lot of Filipinos out there. Priority in a relationship is very important, because once she enters a relationship, the guy should be the priority, not the family. Okay? It doesn't mean that she hates her family. All right? She can still help her family. But let's have more here. So what I'm gonna do, since this, oh my gosh, this video is like almost 20 minutes long. All right, so I'll just put timestamps, or divide this video into two. Let's have which one? Ta-da! All right. My Filipina said she is a very jealous type of woman. Is that a warning, or should I leave her? Guys, this is a very important question to ask during the dating stage, right? So take it very seriously, because the jealousy of a Filipina could be notorious. Yep, from social media, from you looking at people publicly, right? She doesn't want you to talk to Filipinos online. Even that's just answering a question. If she says that she's a very jealous type of woman, that is definitely a warning. This could be a red flag if You're not looking for someone like this with a lot of drama and jealousy, right? So should I leave her? Guys, you will be the one to answer this question. Yeah. If you want to test, like, oh, maybe she's not that really jealous. It's a, yeah, and you want to witness it, you want to experience it, then go, you know? Because in LDR, yeah, you can definitely learn about the Filipina early. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Try. Try and follow my channel or other Filipina channels. Try following a Filipina in TikTok, Instagram, or mention, just try to mention that Filipina to her and see if she's gonna get jealous. What is she gonna do, right? If that's the thing you want to test her about, then go for it. Okay, let's have more here. I'm excited to answer one question. Okay, this one is good. My Filipina said we can just live in the same house with her parents and siblings. So, what are the advantages and disadvantages? Guys, there are a lot of disadvantages, so don't do this. If you are a religious guy, you know what I mean when I say leave and cleave, right? So, there are so many things that could happen. Why you shouldn't live with your Filipinas parents or have your Filipino parents live with you or any sibling, anyone. It should be only you and your Filipina or her children in one house. If she's a single mother, all right. So one of the things that could happen, that could definitely happen, if you're gonna live in the same house with her relatives and yeah, parents and siblings, no privacy, definitely. For example, for example, you wanna make love with her, right? Boom boom time like that. I don't know what time, whatever you prefer. And then suddenly the mother-in-law next room or the father-in-law suddenly screamed because they had a nightmare, you know. So you're in the middle of this climax. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna stop it? Are you gonna get out of the room naked like that? You got nothing. So someone might steal something, people entering your room, even you have your rules. It's not your house. As long as it's not your house, you're not the one paying the bills. Nah, you're not the king there in that house. I'm not trying to look down on you. Um, it's not nice to live in the same house with her parents and siblings, guys. What if the siblings have their own families? Imagine you are like Noah. You know Noah in the Bible, right? Noah's Ark. You know, the father has roosters, the mom has dogs, the brothers, siblings have cats and chickens and I don't know, birds and fish. You're like Noah's Ark. So what if the parents have other, siblings, uncles and aunts, relatives, like what, 15 people in the house, 20 square meters only. Just convert that in the size that you want. You know what I mean? There can be a lot of noise, no privacy, no boundary, people stealing, eating your food, people bringing visitors, and so many things, guys. So don't try this one. Now, just rent a land, build a house, you know, because there are more advantages on that. This one, yeah, even if she says we're gonna have, we're gonna save a lot of money if we're gonna live with my parents and siblings. Yeah, probably you will save 10,000 pesos a month, because you don't pay your rent, but you have to share. You have to share the rice. You will be embarrassed not to share the food that you're gonna buy. Um, there's just a lot of things here, guys. The cleanliness, the sanitation, there are just a lot of cons. Okay, so let's have one more question. Oh, should I buy a condom and use it with my Filipina? Of course. Yeah, use it with her, not with other Filipina, right? So, guys, this one I'll be straightforward. If you are, I'm just checking my battery. If you are someone who is so large, you know what I mean, with big shoe, buy condom there in your country. I don't know here. I don't have an idea if the supermarkets have really huge. What size should we say? extra, extra, extra large like that. So maybe, yeah. And explain to your Filipina, by the way, that if ever she sees the box of condom in your bag or luggage, she might think that you're gonna sleep with another Filipina. No, explain to her that you are not sure if there's a big size, and if you're planning to use this with her, you're gonna ask her as well. This is kind of complicated question because there are Filipinas who don't want to use it. Yeah. Mm-mm. Definitely use it with your Filipina. Okay. All right. Next question. I have a couple here. All right. This one. My Filipino wants a dog. Should I buy my Filipina a dog with breed or expensive dog if she's gonna ask one? Okay. Guys, real talk. Having a nice dog or expensive dog, dogs with breed, Siberian Husky, Golden Retriever, Shih Tzu, Pomeranian, they are social status symbols here in the Philippines. Okay, so a Filipina, I'm not saying all Filipinas, there are some Filipinas who are not genuinely animal lovers. Uh, they just want to brag a nice dog, expensive dog on the street or take pictures and post it online. Yeah, of course, who cares? Right. So now the question there is, should you buy her a dog? You have to ask her what type of dog does she want? Because if she's gonna say, "Oh, I love to buy a nice dog," probably that costs 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. I don't know. So there are Filipinos who will prefer, just to give you heads up, they want or prefer expensive looking dogs. Yeah. If you're gonna ask her why, and she says, because I'm animal lover, I'm a dog lover, you know, okay. If she's an animal or dog lover, then ask her again. So if you're that kind of person, a stray dog would be fine, right? If we are going to adopt from a shelter, a dog shelter, that should be okay if she says that she's a dog lover. Because if she's gonna flinch, like, why should we adopt if we can buy, right? There you go, you got the answer there. She's not really a dog lover, because a real dog lover, animal lover, will not choose in a way like she will love a stray dog. She would love to show love to a stray dog. No. Yeah, aside from an iPhone or a nice phone, uh, a nice car, AC unit, a an expensive dog is also a social status symbol here. Yeah. We're not saying do not buy your Filipina this one, but if you're someone who is, you have budget, everything, you're not that multimillionaire, but you're not broke, right? You're average. You can give your Filipina a nice, better life, right? You gotta budget this one, because we don't know how expensive dogs are. Especially the breed, the ones with breed. There's nothing wrong if you want to buy your Filipino a dog, but a nice, expensive dog, and it's gonna, should we say, destroy your budget, right? That's not a good idea. All right, guys, I'm gonna stop here for now. I still have four here, and these are unanswered questions. These are spicy questions. Go to the next video. I'm going to give you the answers on this one. Longer answers for these ones because they're the ones left behind. And yep, I'm gonna put timestamps on this video, so you guys can just select which ones you want to watch, because this is like long. It's more than 20 minutes. So uh if you appreciate, like, and had fun listening and watching this video, please give me a thumbs up there. Select the part which one is your favorite or like. Comment that one. in the comment section. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinion, guys. You can be open minded in your questions or comments, but keep it respectful, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, because I know you there. You haven't. Yeah, click that bell icon. All right. So if you want to answer these questions as well, put your answers there. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here, and see you on the next one. So take care.